If you're an online coach, you know you've got to create content to grow your business. But the problem is it can take a lot of time, especially if you don't have a system to follow. So in this video, I'm going to break down my 7-step system that I use every single week to make high value content that actually gets clients. Just last year, we booked 309 calls on Instagram alone. That's either coming from link in bio or links being sent in the DMs, which generated just under $200,000 in revenue for my online coaching business. Now that's not including ads, emails, YouTube, etc. That's just from Instagram alone. So I want to show you the same system that I use for Instagram to create lots of content. So before we go ahead and jump in, go ahead and smash the subscribe button right here. I create daily content just like this to help you grow and scale your online coaching business. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll dive into the computer and take it away. All right, so to do this presentation, I'm going to be on my computer a little bit, and I'm also going to be on my phone going back and forth to show you the exact steps that I take. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in. So the first part of the 7 steps that I use every single week to create content is I do research, okay? So one of the biggest bottlenecks that coaches experience when they're creating content is ideas. And I'm gonna show you how I get all my ideas very, very quickly. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna jump into my phone. All right, so I'm on my phone now, and the key to doing research is you wanna follow other accounts that are like yours. Okay, so whatever your business is, if you're a fitness coach, go follow other fitness coaches. So what I do is once or twice a month, I'm just gonna go on my phone and I'm gonna scroll. Okay, I'm gonna be looking for other business coaches, other ads, just looking for ideas. Okay, and I'm gonna do this for 30 minutes. 30 minutes I'm gonna set aside and I'm just gonna go through. And if there's anything that I like, let's say, ooh, I like this carousel here, right? I could make a carousel that looks like this. All I need to do is just push save, okay? And you'll see I actually have 3 saved folders here that helps me for content. So I've got a paid ads one because I'm always looking for new ads to run. I've got a tweets/carousels. So this is any of the tweet or just text style types of content that I like. And there's also reels. Okay, so as I'm scrolling through, let's say this one was a tweet carousel, I push save, I would just add it to my folder. Okay, so I'd encourage you to do the same. Set up at least 2, if not 3 folders where you've got reels, you've got the text or carousel ads, and then you've got ads, because as you grow and scale your coaching business, you're going to want to run ads. And I'm just going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep scrolling and see if there's anything that I like. It could be the hook. It could be the exact type of content. I'm looking for inspiration. And for 30 minutes, don't respond to anybody on Instagram. Just go through and start saving stuff. All right. So here's my friend, Dr. Wes. Let's say I like his stuff. Cool. I'll save it as a reel. You know, I would keep going through and just seeing if there's anything that I like. Okay, so do that 30 minutes once or twice a month. Now, once you've done this, we're gonna go to the next part. Part 2 of the 7 steps is going to be planning. Okay, so for this purposes, I'm gonna do this on my computer. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna log into Instagram on my desktop. I'm gonna go to my saved folders, right? And there's the same 3 ones that I did in step 1 are gonna be here. I've got my reels, I've got my tweet carousels, and I've got my paid ads. So during phase 2, the planning phase, I'm gonna go through all of the reels and the content ideas that I liked on my research stage. And from here, I'm gonna start to craft my own scripts, okay? My own ideas. I'm gonna go ahead and plan out what am I gonna create. There's gonna be a link below for this to help you. I have a Google sheet that will help me plan my reels. What I can do in this sheet is I can write out my hook, I can write out my context or lead in, I can write out my points because I'm creating content with 3 to 5 points or tips or steps, and then I have a call to action. So you can use this during that planning stage after you've looked at all the content that you've been inspired by. Okay, so I'm gonna come in here, and again, this is gonna take about an hour, but I'm gonna come and I'm just going to write all the scripts out for 60 minutes, and I'm gonna create as much content as I can. Now, my goal with this, so this says 1 to 2 times a month. The reason for this is I love to batch my content. I like to create a bunch of content at once, and that allows me to not have to create content daily or even weekly for that matter. I can get as much done at one time so I have it all banked up, okay? So again, find content you like, do it once a month or 30 minutes, go through all that content, pick it apart and figure out what I want to create, open up this document, link below, and go ahead and write out your scripts, okay? So that's in one sitting. I'm gonna write as much as I can in 60 minutes. If you need another hour, cool, you can do that. Step 3 is I'm gonna record content. All right, so what I found that works really well for me is separating part 2 and part 3. So I like to record my content and script and plan my content on separate days. It helps me stay creative and fresh for when I am recording videos. So after I've planned my content, I will go ahead and set up another film date where I'm going to record all of the scripts that I created before. Okay. Based on the amount of content you're producing, you might need 1 or 2 film days a month. Okay. If you're creating just like 10 to 20 pieces of content, you can get that done in a 4-hour chunk period. If you come into that with scripts, ideas, everything already batched out. Now, if you don't, and you're going to come on the fly, you're probably going to need more filming sessions. If you're trying to create 30 to 40 reels or more videos a month, you're probably going to want to do 2 filming sessions a month just so you can stay fresh. Okay. So during this stage, I'm doing this right now. It's my morning time. I'll go ahead and show you my calendar. It's Tuesday and I have the entire morning blocked off for content. And that allows me to make sure that I can get all my content filmed. Even if it's a 4-hour period, I'll probably still block off more time so that I have enough time to get all the content done. All right, so that's part 3. Let's jump into part 4. So once we filmed all the content, part 4 is we need to edit the content. Okay, and I'm gonna encourage you, the best thing you can do is outsource this sooner than later. As the CEO, as the founder, as the business owner, your time is gonna be better spent creating ideas for your content, having sales conversations, and coaching your clients. And I wanna repeat this because I see this happen all the time. You are not an influencer, and your goal is not to be an influencer. You are a business owner. So have people on your team who can do some of these tasks for you, including video editing. So I'm gonna show you a really simple way you can find a video editor very quickly. So what I do whenever I need a new editor is I go to Instagram and I just type in video editor, okay? And when I do this, all of these are gonna pop up, right? These are all different video editors. And what I can do is I can click on, I don't know who this guy is, but I can click on his content and I can see the type of edits and the type of content that he creates. And if I like it, all I need to do is just message him and be like, hey, just checked out your account. I'm curious, like, how much does it cost to get short form reels edited by you? They'll typically respond back with their pricing options. And it's as simple as that. I like Instagram versus looking on YouTube or Fiverr or Upwork because I can see all of their work if they've done a good job. In addition to this, you'll probably, like, once you get like 5,000 followers, and let's say you have your profile all optimized, you're gonna start getting messages every single day from people like this or people looking for sales opportunities. It's just gonna happen, okay? So let's say that I like this guy, I'd message him and I'd figure out his rates. What I aim for if I'm doing an overseas editor is I'm looking for $20 to $30 a video. That's a pretty good sweet spot. If I'm looking for somebody here in the States that's more professional, it's gonna be $50 to $100 a short form video. So I recommend starting overseas. And then if you have some ads that you really want to be really professional, then you can look in States for that, okay? So let's come back over here. Part 4, editing the content, outsource that. They should be able to get this thing back to you within a week's time period, which leads us to part 5. Is scheduling the content. So once we've got it all recorded, what I do is every weekend, I go ahead and schedule the content, okay? My team and I use Later. So once we get those edited videos from the editor, we're gonna upload them into Later. So as you can see in here, I don't have any videos, so I'm creating some now, and we'll start this editing process. But once we do have them, we'll upload them here, and you can already see this. Today's Tuesday. I've already scheduled out the content for this week. This one was today's. It's got the photo, it could be the carousel, or the video, and all the captions. So do it once a week. It's just gonna save you a lot more time. All right, part 6 is going to be actually posting the content. So I manually post the content. You saw that I'm using Later here, but I don't have auto post turned on. I have manual post turned on. The reason for that is I like to brief it over again before it gets posted. And I've just personally have noticed that I get better engagement and reach when I post it myself. So I have manual posting turned on here. And when it comes time to I have it set around 9 a.m. every day. That works really well for me. But when a 9 a.m. hits, Later is going to send me a push notification on my phone. And then from there, I'm going to download the video, copy the caption, then open Instagram and post it manually. Okay, that's what I do. That's my flow. 9 a.m. works really well, just does. All right, now last but not least, part 7 is repurposing content. Now, this step will save you a lot of time because once you've created a video piece of content, a reel or something like that, oftentimes you can turn that into a picture post or you can turn it into a tweet carousel post. And that's what I do. I will create video content first. I then go through my video content and say, how can I turn this into a carousel post? Okay. And I create all those posts on Canva. I don't actually use Twitter and make Twitter posts. I don't really use Twitter at all. Okay. But I do have a template, and I'll also link this in the description below. If you want to use this, copy and paste this. If you want to post it as me, go for it. But I'd encourage you to change up your name, profile photo, so that it matches Instagram and whatever you said in the video, right? If you gave 3 tips in the video on how to lose weight, cool. Here's 3 tips on how to lose weight without insert the thing, right? Whatever your hook was in the video, you just move that and put it onto the first slide in the Canvas slide. Then you can put the 3 to 5 steps you put in there. Step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then having a call to action at the end to follow you for more, right? If you're using a carousel one. So this one I'm sharing with you right here, it's super simple, right? Here are the 5 things I did. We're spending about $30 a day on this, and it's getting us about 50 to 60 followers a day to grow our business. Anyone who follows us, we shoot them a message, see what they're working on, and invite them to a call. It's a very, very powerful template. So even if you're not going to repurpose content, I strongly recommend you guys clicking the link below and downloading this template, because this will save you so much more time to be able to reuse things. And the cool part is you don't have to edit anything, right? So I can just use this template, put my hook, put my tips, have them follow me for more, and I can create that whole thing in just a couple minutes. So let's come back to the system, okay? Part 7 is to repurpose content. I do that about once a month. I'll go through my past content and say, what can I make into carousel posts? Can I just say the same thing and use a nice photo of me and have the full story, the hook, everything in a post there? Because in reality, most people aren't going to remember what you posted a month ago or 2 months ago. Definitely not 3 months, 6 months, etc. So repurpose and reuse the same ideas that have done well in the past. So when I'm looking for content to repurpose, I'm just going to go back and see, what are my top performing posts? Okay. Did I have a reel that got a lot of reach? Did I have a tweet carousel that got a lot of likes? 1, can I just repost it? Or 2, how can I remake this and repackage it without putting in more time to create the idea, to edit it, all those things. Okay. So that's the 7 steps that I use every single week to create lots of content. And in total, this probably on average takes me anywhere from 4 to 5 hours a week max. Okay. I know some people who spend an hour to 2 a day to create content, but I batch all of this into one day, once a week. It really helps streamline, and I don't have to worry about, will I get content up this week? So I hope this helps you guys. If you guys need any support, I'll have a link below all these other free resource links to book a call with my team. We help health coaches get more clients by creating content and marketing systems that bring you new leads every single day. All right, so if that's of interest to you, click that link and we'll talk soon.